Hi, welcome to Lex Kane's TV movie reviews and reactions channel on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, and that'll be a great help, and I'll be able to do more reviews and reactions and other things on my channel too, for people who are interested in movies and other stuff too. I'm going to review a short review of the Disney Plus series, Star Wars: The Mandalorian series. And before we do the review on that, let's run the VT. I hope you enjoyed the VT titles there, and if you do, give me some more suggestions what to do. And here is the review on The Mandalorian. If you don't like spoilers, I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gone. But if you stayed on, well, this is going to be a kind of a spoiler review if you haven't seen the show. Basically, Star Wars has made their first live action TV series. They tried to make one in the mid 2000s, which didn't get off the ground. You can actually watch a mini sort of promotion reel of the pilot that they tried to do for another Star Wars series that never got off the ground. You can watch that on YouTube, and it looks amazing. It was ahead of its time at the time of the effects, but now everyone's doing the same thing. Now, going back to the Mandalorian series, it's based after the events between, I think, 5-10 years. I might be wrong. 5-10 years after Return of the Jedi, after the end of the Empire, the death of the Emperor, and the so-called death of the Sith. So our main character, we don't know his real name. They just call him Mando, for short, for Mandalorian. And he's loosely based on the Clint Eastwood character that you see in the Good, the Bad, the Ugly film, The Man with the Poncho. It's basically a Western in space type thing. If you see the first episode, it's like a spaghetti Western type. It's got that spaghetti Western type theme tune when you know he's in the scene. There's bounty hunters who are after the same thing sometimes as Mandalorian's missions are. Sometimes there's other bounty hunters from a thing called the Guild. And you know how they know each other from the Guild in a certain way. You'll find out when you watch the show. There's Easter eggs in the show and suggestions from past Star Wars things. There's a character, we don't know what his name is, but if you're still watching the spoilers review, he's basically from Yoda's species, from Yoda's planet where he's come from, but we don't know the actual species of Yoda's people are. We just know him on the internet and on merchandise. They just give him the name Baby Yoda because they actually do not know. And it's got the mystery of the Force. He's an advanced Force user, which I'm not going to give anything away when he uses his powers, but it's amazing when you see it. And he's a thing for the kids, if the kids watch it, but it's mainly for old school Star Wars fans who grew up with the original trilogy. George Lucas has praised the TV series, and Jon Favreau, who's one of the co-creators with
a few others who are involved. He's done a really good job with Star Wars. The directors, some of them are well-known directors, some of them are well-known TV stars who now, and movie stars, have done their first director debut directing an episode, and someone have done a really good job. All the episodes are really good. It keeps you on your toes each week. It's like a mini movie each week. The effects are amazing. They got this new sort of like blue type green screen, which covers the whole set. And what they have done is there's a documentary series to go with the Mandalorian series. Is that the show? They've filmed some of the locations. They've actually put it on an actual set, indoor set, and you don't know what is being filmed on a real location with the actors, and when they've actually done it on set. It's amazing. This technology is amazing. They're using practical effects, sometimes CGI. They've gone back to the old school type Star Wars effects with the spaceships. They've actually used miniatures, which is amazing. And also, when season 2 happens, it's gonna be amazing. There's gonna be more characters, more to know about the Mandalorian. Going back to season 1, with the Mandalorian, he grows on you straight away. He's not a Boba Fett. He's he's a good guy, even though he's a vigilante stroke bounty hunter. Also, the Empire is involved, even though the Empire is now diminished. One of the main characters comes into the season finale, and when you think, if you're still watching it, this is spoilers by the way, when you think he's ended, he comes out holding the Mandalorian weapon from the books and from Rebels and the Clone Wars, the Darksaber, and he's holding his hand, and basically it's saying, I'm back for season 2, and he's going to be one of the main villains in season 2. And there's maybe others. There's been rumoured that, if it's true, which would be great if it happens, Boba Fett's coming back, and you may be thinking, how can he come back? We saw him on the Sarlacc pit in Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and he was gone. Well, there's been books, there's been fan theories for years, fan novels, comic books, other things, saying how a story and how Boba Fett got out of the Sarlacc pit. And it'd be amazing to see him in the show. Also, the clones who went against their programming when the Emperor told them it was time to execute the Jedi, when he told them that code, Order 66, Captain Rex and his friends who went against the programming and some of them became rebels. It's rumoured that Captain Rex might be in season 2 of Mandalorian the series. If it's true, that'll be amazing to see him. He's a great character in the Clone Wars cartoon series and in Rebels. He was in Rebels for the remaining last 3 seasons of Rebels, and also Ahsoka Tano, who was in Clone Wars, the animated movie, and the animated Clone Wars series, and then she was in for some time in Rebels. It's been rumoured that she might be in the Mandalorian season 2 series as her first debut as a live action character. If that's true, that'll be amazing. Also, There's been news hopping around for some time. We don't know if it's true that Ahsoka Tano will have her own television series on Disney Plus. Now that's going to be amazing. Some news came in the past week or so that there may be a Lando series when he was a young man, based after the Solo movie, and being rumoured that Han Solo might be in it too, a young Han Solo. That can be kind of interesting. Maybe it'll be a mini series because you couldn't do a full-on series with them because they go into the movies. Also, it's in production hopefully soon after the if the COVID is hopefully out of the picture. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series is going into production. It is going ahead. We don't know when it's going to get filmed, but apparently it's going ahead, and that'll be great to see Obi-Wan Kenobi in between that timeline of after episode 3 and 4. There's also been rumoured could be flashbacks of Anakin and maybe some Force sense projection of him seeing Darth Vader or other things. It's going to look amazing. It's been rumoured that Liam Neeson may reprise his role as the Jedi Ghost version of Qui-Gon. That'll be amazing. And there is been some news that we may see Obi-Wan Kenobi in action in between that timeline. There's roughly about 6 episodes, maybe 7, if they got a good storyline. And if it's popular, maybe they make another series. It'd be great to see that. Also, if you've not gone onto Disney Plus yet, and you're thinking the Star Wars movies are expensive on 4K, well, if you've got a 4K TV, and if you sign up to Disney Plus, if your TV has it available, or on your Apple device, and you have a 4K device, you will get the movies in 4K Ultra HD HDR quality with Dolby Vision sound, I think. Dolby Vision sounds on it, and Dolby Atmos. If I'm wrong, sorry if I got the information wrong. If I'm right, tell me on the comments section on my channel. Also, there's been news inkling around. We don't know if it's true yet, but if it's true, this will be really good. The sequel trilogy, which didn't do too well, the prequels did alright, but they were good stories. The original trilogy did very well. Rogue One did very well. Han Solo, the Solo movie, didn't do very well in cinema, but it did very well on the rental side. The news is that the sequel trilogy we saw could possibly be an alternative timeline. Just think for a bit. An alternative timeline. Because there's an episode in Rebels, if you watched way back, I think it was in season 4. Yes, it was season 4. Yeah, one of the last episodes of season 4, where Ezra finds this temple type ring, and this is spoilers by the way, he pulls out Ahsoka Tano, who we thought was gone, and she says, how did I get here? And then she had to go back, and that timeline was changed. The Emperor was there trying to will Ezra to change, but he stayed on the light side. What they're saying is that George Lucas if it's true, is going to write the sequel trilogy that he's always wanted to write, and this will be the real time. This will be the Star Wars original timeline, and the story is that Luke Skywalker is alive, much alive, and he's based on him taking on apprentices, if it's true, and this will be the real proper sequel trilogy. The other trilogy will be classed as a Star Wars movie series, but that is an alternate timeline. Like with the Star Trek movies that JJ made, they're the Kelvin timeline, where it was a new timeline, but the original Star Trek timeline is still there. But that will be amazing. That will be amazing if they can pull that off, because Star Wars went on a bit of a dip with Last Jedi, as you know. There was a 50-50 divide. Rise of Skywalker was a better movie, okay, watchable. The first one was very good. Don't get me wrong, the first one was good, Force Awakens, getting back to the mystery stuff. But the last two were okay. Rogue One was very good. It links up to New Hope if you haven't seen Rogue One. And if you want to watch it on 4K on Disney Plus, and you've got a 4K TV, wow, the picture is amazing. And we don't know when on Disney Plus when the Indiana Jones films will be coming out, because Disney now own Indiana Jones. The original Indiana Jones trilogy films and the fourth one have not come to Disney Plus yet, and rumoured to be in 4K as well. That'll be amazing to see. Clone Wars, the series, if never seen Clone Wars, the series, it links up all stories that were in the prequels. They were amazing stories, them, and you got to see some stories were based for adults because of some of the tones. Some of them, excuse me, was light-hearted, and some of them were like telling you about the origins of the Sith as well, and the Jedi in some stories. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the first 6 seasons they're in HD on Disney Plus, and the final season, which is only exclusive to Disney Plus, is in 4K, and that's amazing. And it goes right into the episode 3 storyline, and it looks really good. It's really, really good. That's all for my mini review on this channel. Please subscribe, and if Mr. H Reviews is watching, I could use some tips and advice how to do reviews and how to do the lighting properly and that. Yes, take care for now, and keep safe still, and help others who need help in this situation that we're in, and take care of yourself, and see you soon. And there'll be a video, just forgot, there'll be a video every 2 weeks to start off, and I'll see you soon. Take care for now. Have a great week.